wearing a fucking petticoat to school. Imagine the chub rub in a petticoat. No, thank you. Or like a corset, the underboob sweat. Oh my God, I'm gonna faint just thinking about it. No, I'm loving everything like the Millennium has to offer me. Like, I am the #1 customer on Uber, Seamless, Grubhub, Lyft. Like, I use it all. If 2020 is a buffet, I'm fucking taking everything. I act like I normally do at any buffet, and I take it all. I'm enjoying all the things the Millennium has to offer me. It's like, I'm enjoying all the fruits of the millennial's labor, you know? It's similar to how Kourtney Kardashian, she enjoys all the fruits of her family's labor. The only difference, of course, is that I'm grateful. Shots fired. But I'm one of those people who very much like has her head permanently shoved up her own ass. Everybody knows a person like that. I'm really only concerned myself with things that concern me. And that's the way I choose to live my life. But every now and then I will kind of, you know, take my head out of my own ass, which is actually not that hard because I'm super flexible. Not a joke. And I'll kind of look around at the state of the world, and I'm sure you guys know this because you live in the real world, but I just got here, and I'm here to tell you, the real world, woof, in shambles. Like, the world is falling apart, and like, apparently everyone's been talking about it, I just haven't been hearing about it. And I low-key like want to get involved and like help and be like philanthropic and stuff, you know? Actually, no, I don't really want to do that. I just want to like say I'm gonna do it and then put it on my Instagram, but not actually do anything, you know? And it's 2020, it's an important election year, and I'm really feeling like, what is it, like 30,000 people are running for president? Why don't I throw my hat in the race? I've got some really good ideas. No, I would actually rather die than work for 4 years straight, but I'm kind of like girl with no job. So no, actually, no. I mean, it'd be cool to be like famous and the president, but it sounds like a lot of work. Maybe if they could let me do like a 2-week term, where I obviously have both Fridays off because I'm not Rebecca Black. I do not get down on Friday. And maybe, you know, now that I think about it, I assume if you're president, you get to spend the taxpayer dollars just like as you please. And that's a budget I can work with. Because I have a lot of things. I'm at this weird point in my career where everyone's telling me, every meeting, they're like, do you have a publicist? You need a publicist, get a publicist. And I'm like, okay, I'll go to Walmart and get a publicist. Like, let me just go. And I started taking meeting with these publicists, and they're like, we're gonna make you a star. And I'm like, okay, sign me up, bitch. And then they're like, that's $5,000, please. A month. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna call you back 1 second. So I can't do that right now, but low-key, if I become president, I could put that shit on the taxpayers, right? And then get like the best publicists in the world. I don't even know what a publicist does, I'm not gonna lie. What do they do every day? Like, they wake up, what do they do? I have actually no idea. I do know that Becca Kufrin did it before she was on The Bachelor, so like, how challenging of a job could it be? I know that a big part of being a publicist is essentially just doing this all. Right? You're just like dodging direct questions. And also like manipulating narratives in the media, I think that's what a publicist does. So if I'm thinking to myself, I could have the best publicist in the world. Who do I know who's the best at dodging direct questions and manipulating narratives? Let me think. I wonder if Lisa Vanderpump is available. It's like fine. It's like the best of the worst. It's always something. I don't know, is it just me? Or is it anytime you get on a plane now as an adult, like, we're gonna die?
Empty seat, that's like first class for white trash. Do you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my God, empty seat, so exciting, all right?
Flying Delta, delayed an hour, no word from the pilots. They're very non-communicative. I'm sure their wives are thrilled. Sitting there. Someone actually once told me Delta is secretly an acronym for don't ever leave the airport. And I really felt that, you know?
This is what happened to me on the way down. I'm sitting at the window. There's a gentleman beside me, and the empty seat is the aisle seat, okay? So I give him the celebration elbow. I give him one of these. I'm like, right on, yeah. I'm excited. I expect him to celebrate with me, but he looks at me in the face, and he's like, actually, I prefer the middle seat. And I was like, what did you just say? I'm sorry, did you just tell me you're an asshole? Is that what you said? Because your accent is very strong. What?
We're really sorry about the delay. We're like about to take off. There's just 17 planes taxiing in front of us. And I'm like, okay, but that sounds like a lot. I knew we were gonna be there for another 45 minutes. I got like my magazines out, I took my shoes off, not my socks, I'm not disgusting. And I'm just chilling, and maybe 10 seconds after the announcement, we're in the air. It was weird. Normally, I would just be excited to be like on my way, but something about this whole situation smelled kind of fishy. It was definitely giving me like a hijack vibe, you know?
I ruined his flight. Are you kidding? He was trying to sleep. I kept touching his face. Do you know what I mean? I'm all... He woke up with a different part in his hair. That'll teach him. That'll teach him.
And so I was freaking out, but then I was also a little nervous because when they were making the announcement, I remember this like super cute, borderline geriatric man had gotten up and went to the bathroom. And he hadn't come back yet. So we're on this treacherous takeoff, and all I can think about is the man with his penis out in the bathroom bopping around in there like it's the fucking cockpit.
You ever been on one of those little tiny small planes, one of those little passenger planes? There's only like 7 people on the plane. I had to take one a little while ago, and the airline that I was flying on was called Bearskin Airlines, which at first I was like, oh, sexy. But it's not. It's not sexy. I thought it was gonna be big, shirtless, hairy guys bring me drinks. No, just terrifying. That's it.
It's actually a really good trick. Feel free to take this with you when you go. I'll scan the plane. I'll look at everyone's faces, and I'll read their facial reactions. And if nobody else looks really concerned, it really calms me down. It's like a herd mentality thing. So I look around the plane. People are freaking out. You know you're fucked when people start taking out rosary beads on a plane.
And here's something you need to remember in your travels, everybody. If you ever get onto the stairs of your aircraft and the whole fucking plane moves, no, not a good idea. Yeah. I'm serious. I got on the stairs and it tipped on me. I'm like, damn.
I'm also feeling a little left out because I'm Jewish. We don't get little knickknacks like that, you know? Gentiles got their tchotchkes, their beads, their books, their dance. We got nothing. I literally turned to the lady next to me. She had this like very cute pink Bible, and I'm like, hey, bitch, is that the Old Testament? If so, may I borrow it? Technically, you guys are borrowing it from us, but whatever.
And the worst part about this, all right, is that 6 people on the plane, but there's another woman about my size about to board the plane, all right? I panicked. You've had that moment waiting for an elevator, haven't you? Yeah, 2 women my size show up for the same elevator and you start to do math in your head. I know you do it. I know you do it. It's a scary moment. And that happens to me. That's like an elevator shootout. Do you know what I mean? I'm always like, all right, sister, only one of us is going up. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And then I punch her in the neck and then I run. That's what I do, everybody.
Oh, I could get bodyguards, right? So hot, like a little Secret Service with a little ding-a-ling in their ear. I think there's something so chic about having bodyguards. Like, sign me up. And I'm a lot, you know. Physically, obviously, yeah, but I'm also a lot like spiritually and emotionally, and I couldn't just get any old bodyguard. I need the best of the best. La creme de la creme. That means cream, by the way. I know you guys are from New Jersey. So whoever the most famous person in the world is, like, I want their bodyguard. I want the same bodyguard as Kim Kardashian. Well, actually, no, I don't. Sorry. Lest we not forget, a homegirl Kim was like robbed at gunpoint at her apartment in Paris while her bodyguard was out at a club with Kendall. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Maybe not, maybe not. Honestly, like I said, this is a lot to protect. Maybe the only type of bodyguard who could really handle all of this is a female bodyguard. Right. Right. Because then I would be protected. But then also, people would woo everywhere I go because I'm like empowering women, you know? I just think a bodyguard would be really necessary. I perform in theaters. People would be trying to like John Wilkes Booth the shit out of me. Well, I feel like only us history majors got that joke. I like how I also included myself in the history majors. We all know I was not a history major. I was a media major, yeah, which is just code for dumb, you know? Actually, I was media and communications, which is code for dumb and proud. Oh my God, if I had female bodyguards and we would like spend all this like downtime together on the jet, we would do like girly things, like we would make up dances. I would make them all like choreographed dances and like be in my TikToks, but like behind me, you know? I don't know, I would do like girly stuff. We would paint each other's nails, braid each other's pubes, whatever, I don't know. No, I'm kidding, Kyle. Girls don't have pubes. Don't worry. Yeah, we do. Big ones. Curly ones. Dark ones. Ones that hurt. Oh my God, wait, so if I was president, I would actually only hire bodyguards who I knew had like experience being members of elite squads. Known as the Special Victims Unit. Can you picture me like jetting around town with Mariska Hargitay? Don't make me do it. Don't. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and that song like does something to me. You know how people hear that Marvin Gaye song, and that song makes them want to That's how I feel about the SVU theme song. When that song comes on, BD Wong's face flashes across my screen. I say to my dog, Theo, get over here. I have got to stop joking about having sex with my dog because I'm only half kidding. Because to me, it just makes the most sense. Like, you love something, right? But I'm kidding, PETA, I'm kidding.